Welcome to the Jordan Banks Show. Yeah, I am Jordan Banks, the king of urban podcasts. That's what you call me, cuz. The hardest working man in podcasts today.
Hey, man.
Hey, I'm out here trying to do it. I'm trying to get it all in the right way. You feel me? But we here again, y'all. So much going on, y'all. I don't even know what to say no more, y'all.
Whole time, you through.
You
And I don't care about none of it, nigga. I'm a real nigga.
It's
boy.
going down out here.
I'm a real nigga, boy. I'm a straight nigga.
That how it
I
go,
don't
y'all.
need none of it.
That's how I get
I'm
down.
gonna give you one
That's how I get down, baby.
That's how I
And
get
you
down.
through.
Get through. One more time, baby. I'm so sick of y'all out here.
One
I'm
more
sick
time.
of y'all. But this is where they do that at, so we gonna talk
About
about
what they do.
the foolishness and what they do. But y'all got one more time. And you through. I ain't gonna never get enough of that right there, baby.
Man.
Hey.
The sad part about it, they gonna keep testing it.
They gonna
keep
testing my, he keep testing my gangster. I ain't no gangster, y'all.
They gonna keep testing it.
I'm just a man here with plan and vision.
Hey,
That's all I am.
that's all it takes these days, man. There's a plan in the
But you still got one more time. It's your through. Hey, but nah, y'all, here Jordan Banks again, y'all. Where they do that at for the week. I'm here with Big Cuz. He up in the building.
Always,
Big John, he up in the building, y'all.
Always.
He here for me. But, yo, a lot of stuff going on this week, y'all. I don't even, we'll just start. So, I am a boxing fan. Last night, or when they had the big fights with Canelo and Skull and Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, it was a shit show. As a boxing fan,
That's boxing today, man.
a boxing purist, I go back to Jersey Joe Walcott. I go back to the 1800s. Queensberry rules on them. I mean, when I tell you, you'll never be the big in boxing head than me. I still watch the black and white.
That's about the best entertainment you get in boxing now.
Oh, God. Oh. First of all, Devin Haney, he still looks shaky. He won. He still looks shaky. He's still thinking about that left coming from Ryan. You weren't fighting Ryan, dog.
Said a whole nother fight.
He was a little herky-jerky for me. I see the difference between when you fought Progress to when you fought Ryan to the last fight. When you fought Progress, that was the Devin I thought you was gonna go back to, because I thought you was about to hit your beast mode. You was about to hit your beast mode. Nah. You ran in there with Ryan talking all that. That man threw that left and put his nuts in your face. Your feet got cross-eyed. And you look like you wanted to do push-ups instead of boxing.
Why you had to go there with it, man?
He did. Feet got all twisted up and shit. He had polio. And, but nonetheless, you said it was the drugs he was on. It was proven that he had something in the system, very small amount. I don't know what amount you need, because Ryan does have a devastating left. You know, problem is he seems to always be a one-trick pony.
You can't get that left off.
I've seen a lot of them in boxing. They come and they go. He's a pretty boy, I guess, has a huge YouTube following. So he can stick around as long as because Ryan ain't out there exactly getting knocked out. You know, Tank beat him, but, you know, that was some, yeah, you know. So enters Rolly Romero. I can't even say he overrated, because I can't say he rated. Just a sloppy ass, fumble-footed numbskull of a fighter. Has a pretty good punch, though.
What a good fight is that, man?
So I say now Ryan really should whoop his ass. But if you smart enough like Rolly was and kept that hand up, he could never hit him with the left. And he dropped Ryan. Ryan looked like a dejected Backstreet Boy. He looked like, what to say, what 402 happened? Which one of y'all hit me? He was like, but he gets up. They fight on. Really, what much of a fight? A bunch of all these sounds that was just fucking annoying. Anyway, Rolly wins. And nobody had Rolly winning. I don't care what they say. But Rolly won. Nobody would have bet that. So he's a 3-division champ. Ryan was singing out there in the sprinter crying.
They'll be trying to put him in the Hall of Fame in a minute.
Yeah. Ryan was out there singing in the sprinter crying. It's just sad.
Boxing's not interested in me no more, man.
So next up is the biggie. Canelo versus Skull. Unification. Canelo got 3 of the belts at 168. Skull has 1, IBF. Skull is a Cuban fighter. Pretty good. 31, 32 years old. A little herky-jerky, but he moves. A lot of Cuban fighters, they move, they fight. Boom, boom. They move, they move. You got to catch them. You got to corner them. There have been some great Cuban fighters over the last few years. That was their style. You know what you're getting. Canelo promises all type of knockouts, this and that, because they want to set up the big fight in September with him and Crawford. After that fight, I'm convinced Crawford's going to whoop his ass. They stole that fight from Skull. I don't care what the commentators. No, he need to stand there and fight. Oh, fight! No, he don't. He need to move like he moving and keep potting that nigga. Bruh, this is the way I tell anybody. That dude won at least the first 6 rounds, hands down. Cause Canelo just didn't even throw punches. He just didn't throw punches. He couldn't trap the dude. He got bricks in his feet. So dude was just all over the pen. Beep, 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 beep. Go back and watch the fight. Turn off the volume. Don't listen to them commentators who they're paid by the promoter to hype up the next big fight, which is Canelo and Crawford. Crawford already won his little thing, and that's up to Canelo. The fight September 12th in Vegas. They don't want to lose that money.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They don't want to lose that money.
Oh, yeah.
Because these are the belts that are up for grabs. So if you get this loss by somebody who's relatively unknown, but he's a champ and he's undefeated. So to lose that fight, if you Canelo, there's really no shame. Dude's a young champ, undefeated. I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
Right? So they get in there. Like I say, turn the volume down. Dude pot shots Canelo for 6 straight rounds. I had dude up 6-0. Commentators, oh, he ran. I hate when they have commentators who are just, you could tell where their bias and their lies. Now, if you didn't know Muhammad Ali when he was young, you would have said he was running. Why don't he just stand there and fight? No, because I could pot you outside and keep circling you. Nobody could catch Ali. That's the style of fighting. But that man's 32-0 and a champ because of it. You think he's supposed to go in with Canelo, just stand in front of him like Mexican fighters do and beat the hell out of each other till they got brain damage?
So basically, they gave this dude a loss.
They stole it and put a loss on that man's record so they can keep. Bruh, the official face-off of Canelo and Crawford was in the ring after Canelo won. You had the Prince standing there on the edge of the ropes looking like, oh shit, this not look good. You know that? Come on, man.
I told you that's why I can't watch boxing anymore, man.
So the official face-off for Canelo Crawford was in the ring.
Already set up.
After old boy, after they stole the fight.
Already set up. Boxing is one of the most political sports now.
And you got people who listening to the commentators, so they're like, oh no, Canelo won. Oh, you can't win running. You can't win running. Oh, you got to beat the champ. Dude's a champ too. You can't just take his belts. Canelo has to beat him. And go back and look at CompuBox. Dude outscored him, outthrew him. Nobody ever got hurt. So who do you think the fight should go to? If I outthrew you, outlanded you, outpunched you, and nobody ever got hurt, nobody ever got dropped, who do you think won the fight?
The dude with the better stats.
That's right. One person almost had it right. One judge had it 115, 113 Canelo. I guess that was the closest they gonna go. The other judge had it like 116, 112 Canelo. Then the other judge, you know, he understood the assignment. It was like 118, 110 Canelo. How you go from a judge with 115 all the way to 190? That's telling me we not even watching the same fight. This was totally set up.
No. They had already talked to a couple of judges. It didn't matter what the third judge
Yeah, y'all had stole this from this man. I hate that, man. That's some bull.
That's boxing, man. That's why I told you. That's something I just can't watch it, man.
Anyway, I'm going to move on. I just thought that was just crazy work. We'll move on to the old elephant in the room, Shedeur Sanders. He a Hall of Fame boy there. That's legendary.
That's a big elephant, boy.
This nigga. How you go ahead? I said this nigga. I don't know how you feel.
Hey.
I start off with this nigga.
First and foremost.
A legendary nigga.
So first and foremost, I'm gonna let everybody know. If they don't know, they'll know now. I am a huge Deion Sanders fan. And let me,
I'm number one.
Let me tell you why I'm a huge Deion Sanders fan. It's a difference between confidence and arrogance. This man is sure in what he does. He's sure in what he has done. Yeah. But it's not arrogance. It's confidence. He did one interview that I still find funny today, but it's a testament to the type of athlete that he was, as well as cerebral. He had an interview, and somebody asked him, "How fast are you?" And he said, "I got what you call that next man speed." Hey, what you mean by that? However fast he run, I'm gonna run faster. But the thing about it is he proved it. He proved it without a shadow of a doubt that that's the type of athlete he is. So to be able to pass that on to your child, which everybody knows our kids are our legacy. So to be able to pass that on to your child, so now everybody thinks that Shedeur is, just overconfident. If the man is sure in his talents, I don't see the problem. This is what I would do if I was Shedeur. I would let them know going into camp, I'm finna outplay every quarterback you got here. You're gonna have two things you're gonna do when it comes contract time. You're gonna break the bank, or I'm gonna go play for somebody else. And then they gonna break the bank with me. And then you're gonna be back in the quarterback hunt again. Because you should have drafted
anyway.
You should have drafted me in the first round like you supposed to. Instead of you're gonna get a second round quarterback who is not even close to what I am. But that to me, I'm in shut up and play mode if I'm Shedeur now. Yeah, I'm done. I'm in shut up and play mode.
Yeah. Well, I get that, cuz I can appreciate that. I think I have a little different opinion. Because like I say this nigga. Let me explain something. Shedeur, his daddy, everybody else in the world, they took for granted. Everybody in the world told you that boy was the number one pick. Yep. Everybody but who? The owners.
That's true.
And but 32 owners, 32 mafia members in mafia cities. They control the circus.
Yeah.
Shedeur and Papa Deion, who I am the biggest Deion fan. I remember before he was prime time.
Man.
He was Neon Deion.
Man, down in Florida State. Come
on, man.
All about the money.
Baseball and football and track. It wasn't nothing better.
Come on now.
I digress. It's 2025. The days of Deion are over.
Yeah.
He could be a hell of a coach. I don't know. I think a lot of kids go in there because of the mystique, because it's Deion. It's great. You can build on that. If that's what you got, you use it. Now, Shedeur, everybody in the world told you he's number one.
Except
maybe number two. To me, you weren't even the best player on your team. Let's go there first, right? You weren't the best player there. You had a hell of a receiving core. I think Deion picked up some great. They were small, but those guys were some for that division, which wasn't exactly the SEC. Y'all did good. You broke a record in yards. Don't know how you made the Ring of Fame because from what I understand, there's a waiting period, so on and so on. There's a lot of great people who won championships at Colorado who ain't in the damn ring.
Yep.
I don't understand that.
I think that's a daddy move there.
That's a popularity contest.
Yeah.
In the 90s, it wouldn't have been so. In the 80s, 70s, no. It's 2025, the world of social media. Everything is hyperextended. I get it. So everybody told you was the next great. You got Tom Brady back there helping to coach you. Funny he ain't pick you up. See, I wait to say something because I said, now, hold on, this don't make sense. But I also went back and looked at a lot of games, a lot of stuff. I had issues myself. I didn't think he was the best quarterback in the draft. I didn't think he was the second or third best quarterback in the draft when I went back and looked at it.
I see, that's where we disagree.
I didn't think so. I think a lot of it has to do with the division he's in.
Okay.
Then think about this too. Does Shador have to compete for the job?
Okay.
Did Shiloh have to compete for his?
He brought the Louis Vuitton luggage with him.
Yeah. And Shiloh wasn't even the best safety there.
I mean, if you bring in a Louis Vuitton luggage with you, why am I gonna sit there and mess with the Kate Spade or the
that may be
the Louis Vuitton luggage.
Ultimately, that may be a detriment to your child because you didn't allow competition.
Well,
Even Shiloh, he got Drew Rosenhaus, a powerful agent who begged Tampa to grab him.
Yeah, now I agree with Shiloh. Now,
he won't make the team.
I agree with Shiloh. Shiloh tries so much to make you think he's the second coming to Dion, and
he won't make the team.
No. But Shador, I went and I watched a lot of his games, man. The dude,
no doubt he has talent.
Yeah, the dude is cerebral. Now he doesn't have the strongest arm, but he is accurate as fuck. He is accurate.
He's strong enough.
And the thing about it is, man, is his pocket presence, and that's what you missing in the NFL today, man. That's why I think he had all twos. He wasn't the strongest arm quarterback, but I do think he was the second, third best quarterback in the draft.
Yeah.
Them other guys out there, man, if you seen the mistakes that they made compared to what Shador made, he's way more cerebral than they are.
I can take all that, but let me ask you this: did Ann owner tell that nigga he was gonna be in the first round?
No.
You can think what you want to think. You can believe what you want to believe.
Now, do you right about that?
And they love their favorite go-to is because they got to pull a white boy out. Johnny Manziel. Oh, Johnny Manziel was arrogant. He was.
Right.
I'm also going to ask you to go back and look at what Johnny Manziel, Johnny football was.
Right.
College player of the year. This award of the year. Yeah. Johnny Manziel was probably 8 or 9 top thing. He was definitely top in college at the time. But it didn't
translate over to the pros.
And he didn't go number one either. He went the first round later than a lot of people thought. Because people did say, he went number 22. It wasn't the 5th round. But hell, Tom Brady went in the 6th.
Yeah.
Tom Brady said it ain't where you pick, it's what you do with it.
Yep.
The money will come.
Now it ain't like he broke. So
the quarterback from Texas lost $8 million. He could have went and played college ball next year for $8 million. He got drafted in the 7th round.
Yeah.
You think he got a chip on his shoulder?
He better.
And he played at Texas.
He better.
He played at Texas, baby.
Yeah.
That ain't Colorado. I'll say that. That ain't Colorado. He played at Texas. He was old.
Who was that? Ewers? Yeah.
He had Arch Manning standing behind him.
Yeah. But Arch Manning ain't.
I'm just saying, that's pressure. Who was your pressure? Because Deion wasn't going to let him play no way. You had no pressure.
But I tell you what, aside from Shador, you finna see if Deion can coach now.
Well, he got some good transfer players. He got some good NFL coaches coming to help coach. Right. I mean, I have no doubt that Colorado will be okay.
I am curious to see with one of the coaches he picked up because he was a favorite of mine.
Yeah. But again, he ain't exactly in the SEC.
Nah. But he should run the Big 12, though.
Yeah, I mean, look, boys that go out and they damn near undefeated every year. They ain't exactly playing Penn State. Because if they did, and they got dominated.
Yeah.
There's levels even in college football. You know, you can play BYU. BYU can go undefeated for the year. Producer Colin Kaepernick, hell, is still young. But they ain't exactly playing Georgia. I mean, it's different. So I just, Shador, I think you maybe you deserve to go higher. Maybe you deserve to go later. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people who have not transitioned to the game, right? And everybody thought they was the second coming. Kajana Carter, running back.
Oh yeah,
looked like one of the greatest running backs in history in college.
And I don't even think he had 2 good years.
Ryan Leaf, he's still in jail.
Yeah, just back and forth from rehab.
You want to tell the truth? Vince Carter, not Vince Carter. Vince, what nigga name? The quarterback, Vince Young.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh God.
Jamarcus Russell.
I was just going to say that. Jamarcus Russell.
These were guaranteed hits.
Mm-hmm. I don't see how they missed on that one. I thought that dude was just...
Mike Tyson says it's always different when you get punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
It's just different. If you think them young boys in college was crushing you, wait till that 265-pound linebacker come at full speed.
He walking around Alabama looking like an offensive lineman now.
Wait till that 310-pound DT come at full speed to hit you. And you're getting up, holding your ribs.
It changes everything.
See, and then another thing to tell you, see, a lot of people, Leary, he's never been coached by anybody but his dad. Because like they said, there was a story going around. Deion told the offensive coordinator, you need to call something else. My son out there getting killed. So you worry about your son. Mm-hmm. Oh, somebody else is shake it off. My son out there getting killed, call a running play. Hit the quarterback. Trying to win, ain't we? We down, ain't we?
Like Denzel say, you got to take the crooked with the straight.
That's right. So what we talking about? Yeah.
I'm waiting to see though. I'm waiting to see. I'm rooting for him. So
I'm not rooting against him. I think he is a talent. Yeah. How far it goes in transitions into the NFL, I don't know. Genty, I would love to see Genty burn it up. I don't know. He's small. Right. He could be Barry Sanders though. I don't know. It's just I don't know. You know.
Yeah. I still think now. Don't get me wrong. You're 100% right about it's about what he do now because he's about. But I still think that they didn't because they wanted to prove a point. I don't think it had nothing to do with his talent.
Well, I'll talk more about it, but I don't know. Move on. So apparently, the board of Tesla is looking for a new CEO. They're tired of Elon over there. You don't want to play Juji games, and the company down 71%.
Hey, he on the other ventures. He can care less about Tesla.
Well, he ran away from that job at Doogie. He said, "I got to go."
Hey, and he didn't. He from records. He didn't got his own city in Texas. Now.
Let me tell you something. He ain't did nothing but cause chaos, confusion, and a bunch of bull in the government.
But like I said, I tell people all the time, it's a saying in the corporate world: chaos equals cash.
Well,
the more chaos he creates, the more cash he makes.
Too bad the government ain't a bit. It ain't producing no cash.
Oh, it's producing cash for
rich people. Yeah,
exactly.
And there's a apparent whistleblower who says Elon was sharing information with Russians.
I wouldn't doubt it.
You got to tell me twice.
I wouldn't doubt it.
You got to tell me twice.
I'm sorry. I don't trust none of them up there.
I can tell you that when I've been a whistleblower. Elon, if you're looking for a job, Trump signed an executive order ending federal funding for NPR and PBS. Maybe you can go work one of them out, make a lot of money. I don't know. So
because they won't report what he want them to report. So
he wants to end Sesame Street. Mm-hmm. Big Bird pointed at DI. Yeah. What the hell? The nationality is Big Bird.
You gotta keep your job, DI.
Right. What nationality is Big Bird? We don't know. That's DI.
Yeah.
So I said we can't fund that shit.
Hey, can't do it.
You the little cookie monster got to go.
Well, if he don't like people of color, what do you think he likes birds of color?
He's too yellow. I wish he was more orange. A little closer to the orange. He's too yellow. Yellow, Hispanic, yellow, Chinese, DI. Not in my government. I tell you, man, in more news, man, where they do that at, man, Bishop Jackson's decided to step down over at the Potter's house. Yeah. Bishop T.D. Jakes stepping down. His daughter and that son-in-law gonna take it. Now, I look, I don't try to talk about no man of God, but that Sarah husband just give me creepy vibes. He look like a real creepo. Like, hide your kids, hide your husband, hide your wives.
Well, outside of that, he couldn't have picked a better successor. Sarah Jakes is on fire, man. She's on fire.
Yeah. Couple people out there.
Like who?
I could have did so with.
Like who?
I could have did so with.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about as far as taking over for Bishop Jakes. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about that.
I could have kept the crowd going. Hey, yo, it's just a show.
Like I said, he couldn't have picked a better successor. So.
Yeah, Sarah, okay.
She was doomed for this. So.
That husband just give me creepy vibes. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I'll let the Lord deal with that.
If something happy come out, y'all remind the tape. Just make some job.
Rewind this, huh?
Just make some job. Hide your kids, hide your husbands.
Have to hit the next Friday on. I told you. Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm not gonna talk about a man guy. That's what he is. I just say gave me creepy vibes. Oh, here's some more creepy shit though. These people are stupid. So Nick Cannon's baby mom, I ain't gonna say the bitch name.
Oh wow,
stupid. Apparently she's the baby mama of number 7 and number 12.
So number 7 and number 12.
I think that's the kid's name, 7 and 12. For the sake of not getting into the little kiddies, we'll call them 7 and 12. Mm-hmm. So she's a little annoyed and on social media going off because apparently Nick hasn't had time for number 12. He's ain't seen him in over a month. He's so busy.
Okay.
We have 20 kids, lady. There's no way you gonna have time for a ball. Another question is, I noticed you complain about 12 and not 7. You the mama. What the hell is 7?
7 is not my concern right now.
So you telling me if he sees 7, he don't see 12?
Right.
At the same damn time?
Well, maybe 7 is a little older, so she can go to him. 12 ain't old enough yet.
Well, you got to wait. The same way when he was handing that thing out. You got to wait your turn.
So the kids got to wait too.
Yeah, apparently. How they not together?
Hey. Nick don't roll like that, man.
I mean, it ain't 11 and 12. 12 and 13. It's 7 and 12.
Hey, Nick say when we together, we together. But when we not together, then we not together.
I get it. I guess that applies to the kids too.
Right. When we together, when I'm your daddy, I'm your daddy. But when I'm not there, I'm not your daddy.
Bruh, that confused me. I said, what? He ain't got time for 12.
He told the kids, don't call me, I call you.
This week, I'm going to see 11. It's like a lottery.
11, 13, and 3. Y'all up.
11, 2, and 5. Y'all dicks. Damn it. Somehow, there's always going to be a kid who get missed.
1 through 3 then aged out. They done aged out. So.
Their mama's there too. See,
how you age out from your daddy, man?
He always come to see 5. I'm 4, niggas. Goddamn. We're practically twins.
So I got a question because I don't know where in is 1 and 2 Mariah's? Were they the first?
Did they have twins or some shit?
Yeah, that's why I say 1
I'm
and 2.
probably the only 2 you care about.
I mean, I'm just saying, but were they the first ones?
I don't know. Apparently, Mariah really don't have nothing to do with all that. Oh. She ain't getting in the mix.
You see, she ain't worried about it.
No, she ain't.
He come through and see him. He come through and see him. And if he don't, he don't.
She keep going. Mm-hmm. She finally.
Hey, 12, 7. They got videos now. Call your daddy.
You can see love don't cause a thing. Yeah. That's your daddy.
That's your daddy.
You ain't gonna want to see him after you see the movie.
Tell your daddy, I thank you for the money, but I need to see you. Call your daddy.
After you see love don't cause a thing, you ain't gonna claim no more.
Call you daddy. All I'm saying.
Oh God! I saw that story. I said, "What the hell?" What?
Call you daddy.
And another thing, lady, what did you think was gonna happen?
Oh my God. She thought she was gonna be number one.
You ain't get him to 7.
Well, you got that. Two of them was
You double back.
Two of them was with one. So she was number 6. She wasn't 7.
It's also crazy because apparently he got his nuts issued for $1 million.
I didn't know they did that. Oh my God. I didn't know that.
Like, insurance company to take your money for anything.
You insured your nuts for
Yeah, people insure their legs, their butt, their lips.
Yeah, but I didn't know they went for nuts. So I guess Dolly Parton got her titties insured.
Probably do. They know them nuts ain't worth shit.
I would love just to hit them. I would just go flick them just to see. You got to pay.
Yeah, they make that.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey, Dolly. Dolly. That's an old white woman. She still get it. She still get it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I'm with you on no.
Well, speaking of old white women, apparently the prosecution team for Diddy and against Diddy is all white women. Diddy ain't coming out. They got an all-star, all white woman team. But Diddy ought to fight it because he'll say that's DEI. And that's DEI right there. All white women. He need to ask Trump to intervene. all fucking white women, if you ask me.
You think he care?
No, but it's something to look at.
Look, I got some tapes of you at my party.
Trump I say, I got enough dumbass white women around me. I don't need no more.
You think Epstein had tapes of you? I got tapes of you.
He said, I got Pam Bondi and Christy Nome. I can't take no more dumbass blonde white women. So anyway, Saquon Barkley goes down to Trump. Mar-a-Lago and kisses the ring and does all he do. Went play golf and all he really was cooning. He was walking and cooning.
They really kissed this man's ring?
He went down there. I love you, Mr. Trump. Then they got to the ceremony at the White House. You know, they sat out there with him taping. Trump ain't like he know that nigga. He gave all the praise to some white lineman. And Saquon sitting there like a bitch in the front row. Dude got to give Trump the jersey and everything. Trump talking about how great he was. You ain't know the nigga was on the team. And Saquon in the back looking like one of them black guys.
You know, the craziest thing to me, man, is
he
constantly
looking
shows
like Tim Scott.
he constantly shows our culture exactly
He
how he feels about us. It doesn't matter if you believe or in Republican
That's
ideas
what you do.
or whatever. He constantly shows you how he feels about people of color, and y'all still run up behind this dude.
Good point, John. And I'm gonna say this to you and Saquon. What Trump do? He proposes a $65 million decrease in funding for Howard University. He won't talk to Harvard. He want to take their tax exemption status. He want to take everything away from Harvard because they won't go along with his mass scheme of DEI. They're getting rid of DEI. Yeah, Harvard say, nah, we're an institution of higher learning. Free speech for everybody.
Right.
Everybody gonna be treated a certain way. In fact, we're gonna give tuition away to some of these minorities that you don't like.
Right.
He's so mad.
But
But Saquon, that we trying to tell y'all.
the beautiful thing about it is Harvard don't need your money.
Another thing here, Saquon, listen to this. There have been mass resignations at the Department of Justice Civil Rights Division. Why? Because they say the shift has been taken off of civil rights, and their primary duties now to go out and go after Democratic-run cities and student protests.
And that's the crazy part. You can blatantly see what he's doing, and they okay with it.
But Saquon says, I have respect for the office. I can respect Ronald McDonald, don't mean I have to buy one of them goddamn burgers.
Right.
That shit give me gas and give me gas. That don't mean I don't like the clown. He funny. He's a funny clown. So you can like a clown, But you ain't got to buy what the clown's selling. Cause when he come with that water bucket, ain't no water in there. He throw a confetti.
Wow.
It's smoke and mirrors, Saquon.
That's crazy, man.
But then again, we looked at your wife again and said, "Oh,
that's crazy.
You and Patrick Mahomes." I said, "Oh, homely." So, bro, I'll move on. This is a short week, man, but I'm gonna go. I got time for a master class. And this one kind of goes back to the short door thing. I just said a lot on it. I said what I said. I stand on that. But this master class is called Outrageously Outraged. Outrageously outraged and not being the same old pick me. Master, I'm your Huckleberry. Shador said, Master, I'm your Huckleberry. And they said, nope, you're not.
You got too much time on your hands.
Look at Shador. I'm going to go with the obvious first. Could this be racially motivated? Could be. Guess what? The NFL is a private company. Guess what? They ain't got to hire you.
Right.
To play in these leagues is a privilege. It's not a right. I know Dr. Umar out there with his daughter fighting, cussing, and spitting and doing everything, telling your daddy, you need to sue the NFL. Why? Because they wouldn't hire you.
Right.
You know how many people go out here in the world every day and do job interviews, and they don't try to throw the interview like you did. No, they don't do that. Folks selling themselves the best they can to get $15 an hour. You went into interviews and threw them because you didn't want to get picked by certain teams. But there's a conspiracy against you. Never mind, the number one pick in the draft was a black guy, right. A quarterback who has a way better story because he pulled himself up. You ain't never known struggle. And I have nothing against somebody who hasn't known struggle. We all want that for our kids and our family, to not know struggle. Right. The fact is, you got to play without having to worry about the things a lot of these kids have to worry about coming up. Where they meal coming from? Are they going to come home and have a home? Will they have a meal when they get home? And then what about the kids who didn't get picked? Who deserved it?
Yeah.
And you are bitching about getting a spot? Now you have to earn something for the first time in your life? Oh. That's that bitch shit I don't like in niggas. That entitlement. That's what they're talking about. Yeah, Peyton Manning was arrogant. He white.
That's the only shit.
I'm just saying, bro. It's a fucking obvious, ain't it?
That's the only thing. Because he white.
Dan Marino slipped because he was arrogant. Now, he ain't go all the way to 5, but you ain't Dan Marino. Not yet. Guess who else slid? Aaron Rodgers. Maybe not to the 5th round, but he slid because people say, oh, this guy, he too cocky, too arrogant.
He went 14, I think.
They've been saying this about people. Fool. See, you know what's wrong with people? Cause a lot of people are not football fans. They don't know the game. They're individual people fans. See, there's a lot of Shador fans. There's not a lot of NFL fans. Mm. You know another reason why I don't give a fuck if you were picked 7th, 1st, or whatever? Colin Kaepernick lost a career over taking a stand that was bigger than him. You already legendary.
So so he on some LeBron type stuff.
Cap had already went to the Super Bowl. Can't get a job. And you out here, you'd have had your own setup. You didn't go to the draft. You had your own setup out there in your had all the legendary stuff built. You had the stage built, did your whack ass song. You know, you had your brother out there taking pictures because he can't get no other job with nobody else. Shiloh up there with you. Shiloh, if they doing this to you, what they gonna do to me? and you just crack up like nigga, you gonna get drafted. But I said that he wasn't gonna get drafted. I also said Shador's not going into the 5th round. I said, think about it. If you got this feeling about him, what if I could grab everybody I need and still circle around and get his dumb ass, which is what the Browns did. See, people thought the Browns were stupid. They saved themselves about $40 billion. Y'all thought they were stupid. And as far as Jackson Dart, all these other players that a lot of y'all have never heard of in college, it's because you're not football fans. They were already talking about these guys. Because you're talking about guys who are that, they fit that 6'5", 6'6", this, that. Shador's about 6 feet. He ain't 6'2", 6'1". He may be a little under. He undersized that quarterback.
They don't want another Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl, man.
Yeah, it could happen. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. Steve Kerr got a ring. He played with Michael Jordan. Craig Hodges got a ring. I mean, come on now. It ain't the same. Some people were just coat riders.
I gotta put the dude down there.
But they show up like this. They show up like this interview. I got 2 rings, goddamn. Okay. So Shador, it ain't always that deep, bro. It's that deep because you and your daddy made it that deep. Y'all told the world, hey, but 3 teams he playing for. 2 days before the draft, you penned a letter on Twitter. And at first I read the letter, I said, is this thing, they got dyslexia? Then I realized, oh no, he's talking to those 3 teams. You know what he put in the letter? If you don't draft me, I'm not going to play quarterback for you. Now, at first that didn't make sense. I said, because if they don't draft you, no, you're not going to play quarterback for them. But, it was subconscious. It was subliminal. To you 3 teams, if you don't pick me, I'm not playing for you. He says, so even if I get cut or traded to you, I'm not going to play for you in the beginning. So if you trade for me, I'm not going to play for you right away. I may eventually, but it don't work like that. That's what that nigga said. That's like me getting ready for a job interview at Boeing and sending them a letter to say, hey, I'm going to tell you right now, if you ain't offering me $250 off the bat, don't waste my motherfucking time. And if there comes a time one day when I happen to come back and y'all want me to work for y'all, I'm going to start. I ain't doing shit for the first year. Because it ain't like that. Who the fuck you think gonna hire you? And that's what the NFL is. It's a game, but it's a job. And guess what? They don't have to hire you. They don't have to hire you. I think your daddy didn't tell you that. You know they don't have to actually hire you, Shador. You can go to the Browns now, they can cut you.
That is true.
I'm in Missouri, a right to work state. You know I can go into my job tomorrow and say, you know what, we don't need you. Why? Can't ask why. We don't want you. Ain't nothing I can do. So you are privileged. You're in a spot where you get to go play a game and make millions of dollars in endorsements and salaries. But your feelings hurt now. Why don't you be a legendary man and show people what to do with this opportunity?
Like I said, man, just go tear it up.
This is not a cartoon. You get to play a game. Now, we all make choices in our life. I wish I could have played that game, but I had to go do other stuff because my mom ain't have it. You've been pampered. You've been groomed. And every other positive word you could say. And I'm not hating on Deion Sanders. A lot of people say where Deion come from. That's what he was. Deion Sanders provided the life he should have provided for you. He did that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You go do the same. You know your brother 23, 24, 25, y'all late anyway. Right? But you taking for granted, one, you black. It is what it is, bro. You're not going to be treated like Aaron Rodgers. You got to know that going in. But you thought, you sound like Angela Reese and these WNBA players. We want to be played the same as LeBron. Not today you won't be. Bitch. I'm moving on, bro. That's the master class. Long, but I had to get it off, man. I had to talk. Man, Shador had to talk. He didn't want to answer the phone. He got a new number. Now see the white boy get he playing tricks and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a new number. How somebody get the number? What'd he say? I don't know, nigga. You on the phone? What'd he say? Tell him I had to wait. See, that first day, him and his daddy ain't with 3 teams he playing for. After he didn't get taken that first night, they decided to open it up to all teams. Ooh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Black Man.
I don't think he had a choice at that point.
And every NFL owner is still going to be a billionaire whether Shador was there or not. Trust me, Colin Kaepernick is still looking for a job. I feel worse for Colin Kaepernick when you niggas wouldn't stand with him. Now you complain about this. Fuck y'all. Anyway. All right, well, President Trump has the lowest approval rating than any other president after 100 days and 80 years. He mad about it.
I don't know what for.
You dumb motherfucker. He's still waiting on them tariffs to turn it into something. But this is what's crazy because he tells everybody in America, tariffs are going to cost you. We're going to get rich off of them. But then he gets mad at Amazon because Amazon said, well, hell, most of our shit come from China. People gonna be mad at us. These motherfucking prices gonna be tripling and quadrupling. So they said we're gonna put the cost of the tariff on each item. So what Trump do? They ran out in front of the press and called Amazon basically hostile and it's a political act. Y'all mad because they gonna put the cost of tariffs that don't cost us nothing, right?
Right.
So according to you, Trump, it should be all zeros there.
Right.
But they know that shit ain't true. So they ain't mad at Amazon. He called Jeff Bezos personally. Jeff Bezos punked out. And so it ain't going to change the cost. I mean, you still going to pay triple, quadruple price. He just ain't going to break it down like that. So when the price, in anticipation, UPS is already laying off 20,000 people because they say the orders are going to go down to Amazon.
Right.
You see how this trickle? That's a trickle down that they always talk about. Instead of trickle down is your ass will get fired.
Told him.
Peckerwoods, man.
The whole time, you do, and I don't care about none of it. I'm a real nigga, boy. I'm a real nigga, boy. I'm a straight nigga. I don't need nothing.
It's not 45 talk behind closed doors.
It's not 45 rolling. One more time, you through. That's how you rolling, man.
I didn't think Jeff would fold for the
shit,
but
folded quicker than a $3
I don't understand
bill.
what this dude. What kind of pool this dude got?
He's only there for a couple years and he's gone. He can't run anymore. That's what I don't understand. Y'all pussyfooting and scared of a nigga who can't do nothing else after he go.
He can't do nothing now.
No, Congress has the power and they act like they don't know that. Man, anyway. So Trump is still mad at everybody, including Biden and Barack, that the economy's failing on his watch. He still blame Biden and Obama. He said the part of the economy that's good, that's his part. The part that's bad, that's Biden's part. That's how it works. Like we're in kindergarten. I tell some of y'all too. A new poll shows that U.S. Hispanic voters believe that everything has gotten worse, including the economy, and it's Trump's fault. Oh,
But
really?
it took for you to vote for him to figure it out.
Hola. Hello.
It's your fault.
You just realized.
You're going to vote for him just to figure that out.
And they got all their cousins. Well, before we go ahead, Jermaine Dupri, I love his interviews. He did an interview and he told you, they asked him about Escape, the group, female group with Tiny there, but he said it was hard to sell them because most people consider them ugly. They was too ugly to sell.
He said, well, hard to sell them.
But should that be a hole? He said it was hard to break them because they was ugly.
Wow. Why you had to do them like
people
that?
consider, but that's what people said. He said, well, Biggie saw them. He's like, what you gonna do with them? They ugly. Biggie said that.
Wow.
The whole time, you do, and I don't care about none of it, nigga. I'm a real nigga, boy.
Biggie, real nigga,
I'm
man.
a real nigga, boy.
Wow. man.
I'm a straight nigga. I don't need none of it.
That's what Biggie said.
I'm gonna give you one more time.
How Biggie gonna say it, man? How he?
That's a woman though.